I was wondering what I should do as the background for this video. If I should have drawn like Darby's hand burning something that looked like Endeavor, Hawks, Miracle, Adshot, or anyone like that to kind of like symbolize that he showing up to the battlefield is like, yeah, this is where the villains start winning. This is where that advantage you heroes had starts going down and down. But then I realized, looking at my shelf, and been like, just take volume 23, flip it upside down, and it'll work. I mean, how can you say that's not true? I mean, Izuku has something that looks like a sad expression, or at least something what I would call a more of a depressed face. All the villains are up above him and they're all smiling. Hell, even Dashjo and Stein go, excuse me, I don't know where that came from. Even Stein go and Dashjo are just in the background or behind, like they were defeated and fallen. So, yeah. Hello everyone, I'm Overhaul, and today we're gonna be talking about the shifting tide, if we may, in the paranormal liberation war. Before we get into the topic, let me give you the usual disclaimer. I am not a kid-specific channel. The maturity range will depend on what I'm talking about. If I'm talking about a cartoon that's, let's be honest, so it's completely light, I will obviously be more aiming at kids, and I will be definitely doing less bad words saying, whatever we would call that. But if I'm talking about a very, well, let's be honest with ourselves, more mature topics, I'm obviously gonna be, this video will obviously be more appropriate for more mature audiences. With that said, let's get into this video. So yeah, as you are aware, we currently are in the paranormal liberation war, and let's just say that the heroes are currently kind of winning. Well, not kind of, absolutely winning. I mean, when they assembled all the heroes, Hawks gave them every information, they were not joking. They know all the heroes who are working for the Paranormal Liberation Fund and are having them taken out. Granted, we only know Slime Ghost taken out, but I'm assuming that all the other two heroes, I would say. Like, I believe during the League of Villains arc, we did see at least two heroes who are a part of the Liberation Fund. But I'm not sure if they are. Alive or something. They're probably alive since they were pretty outside of this jurisdiction, outside of the battlefield. So we have them being taken out. We have all the, I would say, best combat, best teamwork in heroes attack Ujuku and destroy his Nomus. How? Miyaku already killed one high-end Nomu, and then she killed another one. And as far as I'm concerned, and she also killed two of the getaway Nomus. I'm not exactly sure what happened to all the other ones, because I believe there was 12 high-end Nomus, one being Huchan, who was already eliminated, one being that Nomu who was eliminated, where she crashed in, and I believe right now, and then there's that other Nomu that she defeated. I believe there are currently 4 Nomus, so I don't know where the other 6 are, where the other 5 are. Yeah, I believe that's accurate. So I'm not sure on those, but maybe they'll appear later, who knows really. And all the Nomus that were in the office that aren't escape route or high end are currently fighting the heroes. And let's be honest to ourselves, with in that endeavor there, I would say that the number of those Nomus that would actually be a threat is significantly lower. Just say, I feel like Endeavor, who easily defeated a Black Nomu, can defeat a bunch of small fries. And even if you don't want to include Endeavor, you have number 10, you have number 8, and you have even number 6. Granted, number 6 is going to find a higher normal, but hell, just the fact that he got there, well, it proves that he defeated at least a couple of them. So yeah, the normals are so yeah, Ujiko is going to be not very able to do much. Again, it depends on if there's no, ace in his sleeves, although consider his reactions and everything, it does seem like he has no ace up his sleeves. Well, I guess, alright, there is a theory going around that Tomura he'll reawake Tomura early. My part with that theory is, why would this process that's basically makes you the strongest character in the series, not including Izuku's endgame and all that, I'm just saying that, alright, the power that Tomura is going to get, why would that power be so easily turn off, turn on? How? I'm guessing that 70%, oh no, actually no, I think it was 71% when we last saw it, is a factor. I'm guessing that Ujiko cannot open them because the higher normals, yes, they could have been released early, and we saw how well that went out when they were early. But I feel like Tomo doesn't have that. Or how I believe it would have already been mentioned. And consider the fact that no one has talked about it. Yeah, I think an argument can be made that Tomo is not going to be a factor in it. But needless to say about that, let's go to the real heroes versus villains battle, which is the mention rate. Where we have some of the, well, I would say some of the best heroes, but in reality we have students enter the fray, and we have I would say the heroes who are below the top 10 like Gang Orca, that beast guy that Koda was entering under, and I'm assuming that Magician, who was prominently featured in the I Wanna Be With You Guys chapter, is the number 11 hero. Just saying. I guess we also have a couple of Sonic hero and maybe Mr. Brave and, well, alright. Well, we also have Fat Gum and Miss Joke. I mean, between the two groups, I would say the one that gets a higher and almost are stronger. But the one thing we did realize in, well, not the most recent chapters, in the One's Justice chapters, that's the title of the chapter, is that apparently a lot of these heroes were focused to quick elimination in a big group of elimination. For example, there was this commander in the Paranormal Liberation file, we still have no idea what his name is, who got a cigarette, and he used electricity, he used those, I don't know what they're called, those, they shock something, he used something to send out electricity to amplify it and to send it out. Well, they usually had someone to conquer him, so the other ones can defeat them easily. And that pretty much happened. The shockwave guy sent an attack. Kaminai was there, he took the bolt of it. And after that, when he tried to attack again, I tried to show up and take him down. And in the most recent chapters, we find out another thing. Gigantomachia is a paranormal factor. Again, this might be inaccurate based on the translations, but I'm pretty sure that the reason why Gigantomachia is not a factor in this battle has been revealed. Although, granted, I am questioning how much of a non-factor can he really be. I mean, I'm pretty sure that he will not just be let's say he's managed to get transported to Taldas and then he wakes up or whatever. I mean, do you really think that he's just going to completely accept it? I mean, for what we've seen, his normal size is the size of a giant. I mean, the smallest we have seen of whether he can change his size, but I'm pretty sure the smallest we've ever seen him was when he was in that table meeting where he was just crouched down and looking down. Which just made me wonder how they managed to like get him there if the he can only take orders from Shigaraki. Did like Darby say, "Hey, Yuremaka, would you be in a different room in here?" So yeah, that's another factor. We also can take Ridastro out of the fray because, well, not because he was defeated by Tokoyami, which seems to be like a general idea because of the most recent chapter. He was just thrown thrown away. He was just pushed back because his prosthetic legs were weaker than the force that Tokoyami was putting, the forcing Ridastro in. Meaning that I do believe this form of Ridastro is a little smaller than the 100% he went at the end of his battle with Shigaraki. Just to put out there. It is in a little bit. I would say 80 or 98%. I would say around there. So yeah, his legs did not get dead and they were pushed back into the main, I guess is the main meeting place where that tunnel that was supposed to be the access way outside has crumbled and all the escape paths, like all the Gaelic passengers, have also been sealed off except I think there are four still remaining because I do believe in the chapter it was stated that four passages can lead to the upstairs mansion, and now the plan seems to be make sure that those people down there they stay down there, trap them downstairs, and defeat everyone that's upstairs. That seems to be the plan currently. That's a pretty good plan. And hell, Hawks literally had twice that two rides. Well, yeah, is actually a very good statement in the most recent chapter. So it seems like their plan was pretty much attack them quickly, attack them strong, defeat everyone in the mansion, defeat everyone that will be like outside the main underground base, and capture them. Block off all the exits in the inside the mansion, so there will be people will be trapped down there. At that point, you pretty much just need to bring like all the strongest hitters, and they will pretty much be able to capture all the villains down there. And that we are outside of Trumpet, Ridastro, and from what we've seen, a bunch of no names. It seems like that's pretty much all we have captured down there. Rather than I do believe the R4 have still yet to be closed up, or at least get any confirmation that they were closed off. So that's still a factor. And basically just to like get rid of the problems. From what we have seen so far, it seems like the commanders, those guys who are under the lieutenants, are all upstairs. But glad there might be some downstairs, some upstairs. Like when what's his name? Skeptic was like giving his report. He was like, team black, team violet, come out. Team brown come here as well. Team Carmine in the meeting place, which I do wonder why he sent Team Carmine to the meeting place. I mean, I know Team Carmine on combat focus. In fact, I would say they are probably the weakest of all these teams or squads or whatever they are. But still, I feel like every soldier would be good up there if you're facing all the heroes. Just saying. Strength in numbers is a factor. Even though anime do usually seem to ignore those factors. Although I guess maybe My Academia doesn't, since Hawks went against twice because the twice's matches would be the biggest problems. So I'm not exactly sure that front. So yeah, right now the condition is this. The Nomos are a complete non-factor in the raid. They're not even there, and even if they're not even there, and even if, let's say, Ojiro gets in contact with them, he cannot send any of them because all the Nomos are currently fighting the heroes at the hospital. Then we have the Gigantomachia, who has been sent out to Benefactor because apparently he's has a day off. Apparently, and one of their commanders is currently, well, we don't know where he is. Last time we saw him, he had his lumps punctured by Adshot, which, let's be realistic here. In the most recent chapter where Twice had the line, "You're not heroes. How is this heroic?" Gotta be honest, that's a kind of accurate question. Like, as badass as seeing Adshot, like, piercing through a bunch of villains, saying, "Oh, I wouldn't move very much because you see, because that those hearts of yours, because I put a little hole in your lumps, just a tiny little hole." Honestly, that feels like more of a villain type attack. Like, attack that like technically doesn't kill you, but does make you that function that does harm you in a major way. Just saying, that's a bit of a villain maneuver there, Headshot. But I understand you have to like take them out fast and take them out multiple ones as quickly as possible. Like, you cannot give them like chance. The top point is to like attack and squeeze every ounce of energy that could anything from them. So I get it, but still a bit of a villain maneuver there. No. And Sligo was also captured by and episode being beaten the ever loving shit out of by Death Arms. So yeah. Why not? That saying that the villains are currently losing and things are going according to plan. In fact, Tokurami in the traditions, I might even say that things are happening quite smoothly. Is a bit of an understatement. But if you remember in the most recent end of the most recent chapter, we did not get the heroes high fiving themselves scene. We got Hawks possibly killed by Dobby scene actually. Since, when the Hawks went to go kill Twice, presumably Hawks Twice did not get hit. Dobby set his fire, damaged Hawks immensely, and stepped on him, and from what I saw from the panel, seems like he even burned him alive. Granted, I'm assuming that. Granted, we're not sure if Hawks is burned alive. I mean, could just be like the way the fire he already used, because I do believe Dobby's flames do have like a kind of a feedback function. Like they do remain a bit, but that may just be mistaken. Because the front panel does make it look like Dobby is stepping on Hawks' face and burning him. Like, we know he's stepping on his face, but we don't know if he's burning him to a fried chicken. Oh, I guess we know. Wait, what's that called? Is Thanksgiving? How could wait? No, I think they already went past Thanksgiving. They already passed Thanksgiving. Well, it seems like Thanksgiving is early or late this year. Probably late. Yeah, it's no early. Yeah. Well, the Thanksgiving turkey is early this year. So yeah, and now after this battle and this chapter, I feel like this is the point where villains that disadvantage is gonna start falling. Because here's the thing: as much as the heroes have been winning, something tells me that doing things differently would not really be done with the heroes completely losing all of them being captured and all of them being sent into prison with only the heroes losing all members. Just saying, I feel like that the hero villains are gonna escape, to say the least. And the heroes will lose in this fight. I mean, I guess you could say that they could get captured, but then immediately they could like have a prison break. Like maybe W has some kind of a plan, or Shigaraki, or someone. They'll have a prison break, and then they'll like, yeah, you managed to like be the main organization, but you just gave us more powerful members, and well, let's be real here. You've basically given us everything we needed on a silver platter. But honestly, I don't like that. I don't like those overly convoluted, like, oh, you thought you won when you clearly kicked our asses, but actually, in the end game, we won because of the thing that you reality had nothing you could have actually done or even been focusing on or how even aware. Just saying, I'm not really a fan of those types of victories. They feel a bit stupid, and honestly, at that point, you're basically just saying, "Oh no, they did not lose. They did not lose. They won. They won." That was the end goal. You know what I'm saying? It's just between it. I'm not a big fan of those. I want like as this chapter after this in this arc, if the villains are gonna win, I feel like they should win like in a legitimate battle, not like, oh, something that they did not even possibly could have imagined or even expecting that happened, and that's why they lost. No, I don't want that. I want like in this fight, I want like since I want you guys to do some subversion of tropes. I want to be like, all right, heroes attacking, but the villains counterattack and they end up winning. Like you know that story we had so many times before, where like the hero villains have the advantage, they have plans, everything's going according to it, but then at the end somehow the heroes either come back or I guess I would apply the whole prison break, but no. But then they like push forward back and like start taking it. Oh, like I want to get like that trope, but with the villains being the heroes and the heroes being the villains, which might actually be a good idea. I mean, again, I mean seriously, Hawks and Headshot, saying the two are like model pro hero. I don't think that would be the best course of actions. So yeah. So the reason why I also believe that right now there'll be this shift in tie is mainly for one reason. A lot of the fighters, all the combatants, or the main powerhouses of the Paranormal Liberation Front have yet to really show their faces on the battlefield. Like, not to say they have totally been non-existence of a pleasure, like we've seen them like in battles, but Gaten, Toga, Kopraska, Skaptek. I mean, Skaptek just right away, and I do believe he's one of the weaker members. Uh, they are currently not in the battlefield. I mean, we have no idea where Skaptek went. Like, I believe, I mean, last time we saw he was running away until he was like stopped and basically that electric villagers kind of made fun of him a bit. But we're not sure where he's right now. Toga and Kopaska are still out in the battlefield, but granted, I don't know how much of a help those two would be. I mean, granted, Toga is just for using other people's quirks is a factor, but again, she needs to get the blood and she needs to know how they use their quirks, so yeah. Spinner, I believe we've seen him. But again, Spinner's not that big of a ham now I think about it. I mean, he's mostly a swordsman, although it does seem like he's at least above the average. I would say about the same level that the commanders are. Gatan is definitely a big fighter in the Paranormal Liberation Front. I would honest to God say, outside of the obvious like Shigaraki, Gentomakia, the high-end Nomus, and I guess twice, Darby and Gatan are like the two I would say are the strongest. I would even say Gatan and Darby could be like I guess, stronger than twice. At the very least, based on power. So yeah, we have those two. So Darby is currently, well, as far as we know, killing Hawks, and he and Twice could soon, well, at the very least he'll take Twice to safety, and he could like utilize Twice's Korak in a smaller way. not to its full extent, but in a smaller way. With Getter showing up with his squad and fighting. Now, the thing we all must remember right now is that the only members that we've seen fight the heroes right now is one guy from the Brown squad, which are supposed to be the support squad, who, honest to God, weirdly had a pretty, I would say, Regiment Black or Regiment Violet personality. Which just make me wonder, like, how did the commanders been like decided like to which group they are? Would it be like, alright, the most destructive and the most powerful quirks go to twice, the most combat, the most skilled fighters go to Darby and Getan, the most powerful fighters, but they are be better as your support than the frontliners. Go to Kopaska and Spiller, and anyone who could like get information to Skeptic and Toga. Was that how it was decided, or was it something like a personality thing? I'm gonna go with the quirks because that makes more sense. It's just a bad matchup with personality and the regiment with that electro guy. So yeah, none of the commanders from the black and the violet have shown up yet. As it's the power level of those commanders has been ranked to above the average pro hero, I would say those guys would be probably the ones that could take down, who would pull out the most amount of fight. Granted, you have to consider, hey, if the heroes prepared as much as they did, couldn't they like prepare against those commanders? I mean, they did prepare with that electric guy. Well, that's true, but we have no idea exactly how they prepared. I mean, it seems like all they did with that electric guy was like, okay, Kaminari, you can take up electricity. That guy's gonna send out a big bunch of electricity. You stand there, take that volts, while we take him out. So, unless if they have like a repeat, all those guys have like those types of abilities. Like that general guy has some kind of I don't know, like some kind of a giant wall, like giant force of stone pushed at you, and my man comes and turns that to a liquid, and then I don't know, Action comes and takes him down. Unless we have something like that, I don't know if they would really win. Granted, now we also have to wonder like who's picked to like counter attack Getten. Because when you fight Getten, it's the best thing to like you have to like completely destroy the ice, and from what I've seen, none of the heroes there have like any ice specific destroying abilities that would like create an opportunity for Echa to come and take him down. Like maybe the idea is as soon as Getten shows up, as soon as you see the guy in a blue coat, winter type coat, strike him down immediately. First thing you see, Echa go there and take him down. Again, that's a possibility, but I believe Getten was there to be amongst the stronger ones. However, like he said that he trained longer than the most of the pro heroes. And again, it does look extremely young, all things considered. Like, I mean, I'm not saying he's the youngest, but I would say he is. Well, he's not amongst the old ones. He's definitely not like Trumpet, Udastro, and Skeptic. He's definitely more around Derby, Spinner age, I would say. Maybe a little older, but outside that, Getten is not very old guy. So I am wondering what they're gonna do against him, because I'm pretty sure Modman's quirk would only like give Getten more liquid form to control, because it's still ice, it's just liquid, which would definitely make that into water. But it's just weak. It would not be. I feel like he would still control it. How even if it's let's say water, wouldn't he just be able to make it into ice again and throw it? I don't know. So everyone who's going to be facing against Getten. As for the other commanders, I believe that this moment, when those commanders all show up, it will be like the executives amongst the Monster Association show up and fight the ass class. I feel like they'll show up and they'll like take down a big number of those heroes. Like I can see that the guy with a sword like showing up, boosting his sword technique, and just like phew, slicing half the heroes down. That I don't know what you wanna call that monster. There a spin with a Russian looking hat and his giant mouth opened. Fake who seems to have giant hands or whatever, that monstrous looking guy. But he'll show up and like take down a bunch of heroes. Like I'm expecting when those commanders show up, the big heroes, the violet and the black, who are made to have combat, when those two show up, it's gonna be a massive destruction for everyone. I mean, apparently they are there. I mean, Skeptic did call for them to come here. Granted, if they're underground, that would be a problem, but I feel like we would have, at the very least, seen them when Trumpet, Udastro, and another guy go upstairs. Although they would from quicker, and from what we've seen, they would right there. In fact, I believe 3 of them, or 4 of them were with that electric guy, but I'm not sure exactly. So yeah, this is what's currently going on. The heroes are currently winning, but with the newest chapter, it's only a matter of time, I would say, until the villains get their shit together and they do something to beat the heroes. So yeah, I hope you liked this video. I hope you're gonna leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos in the future. No, remember to hit the bell button and click all so you can see all my videos in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you people next time. Bye.